Hey mathematicians, let's do your homework. All right, our first problem is about Jesslyn. Jesslyn is jumping 0.8 meters above the ground. Viana can jump 80 centimeters above the ground. Who can jump higher? So you need a reference chart to solve all these problems. So in the back of your workbook, you have a reference chart. You don't want the geometry side, which is like the absolute last page of your workbook. You want to flip it back one so you get the conversions. And today we are working with metric conversions. If you somehow have your homework but not your workbook, then all you need to do is Google 6th grade star math, and the picture that pops up will be your reference sheet. So we have meters and we have centimeters. A lot of the problems in today's homework are less about like, hey, convert this, and more about, okay, I have two options. They're in different units. I need you to compare them. Oops, and I dropped my marker. So you need to choose, and it does not matter, you can choose either one. Are you comparing them both in meter form, or are you comparing them both in centimeter form? Literally, you could toss a coin and choose. You'll get the same answer both ways. They just both need to be the same units. And before I start writing down anything from my problem, I need to write down the two numbers from my reference sheet. So I'm looking for a line that has centimeters and meters. So that's the middle line in the metric length section. It says that 1 meter equals 100 centimeters. Nothing to do with the numbers in our problem, but it is the required first step. Now I can create a column that has to do with our problem. I saw a lot of people trying to fit both of these numbers in. That's not what we're doing. You choose one kid. I'm going to choose Jesslyn, and I'm going to change that 0.8 meters to be centimeters. So I'm going to put it on the meters level because that's what it is. I also strategically chose that one because that one involves multiplying, not dividing. If I chose to change from centimeters and go to meters, that would be a division problem. But if I start with meters and I go to centimeters, that happens to be a multiplying problem, and I'd prefer to do that. So 1 times 100 equals 100. We're going to do 0.8 times 100. So if you pretend it's 8 times 100, that gives you 800. And I have, boop, one number, boop, one number. This is 80 centimeters. So Jesslyn can jump 80 centimeters. Viana can also jump 80 centimeters. Who can jump higher? Neither of them. They are tied. They both jump 80 centimeters. It's an exact tie. Next problem. 1 serving of orange juice is 250 milliliters. If Sebastian has 2 liters of orange juice, how many servings does he have? So my two units are liters and milliliters. Liters is a capital L. Milli is the small, little lowercase m, because milliliters are small amounts, and liters is a capital. Looking at my reference sheet, I am looking in the volume capacity section, because if we're talking about liquids and how much stuff goes inside of something, we're talking about capacity. So the only one conversion there, 1 liter equals 1,000 milliliters. Sebastian has 2 liters. That would equal 2,000 milliliters. So let me draw you a little picture here. I got my orange juice. There's my carton of OJ. One of those like square-ish 3D cartons. Okay, not my greatest drawing, but there it is. It's orange juice. It's 2 liters of orange juice, which is 2,000 milliliters. But this is a big amount of orange juice, and we are serving different people. We're going to pour it out into fancy glasses. 1 serving, 1 glass of orange juice is 250 milliliters. The question is, if I have this big thing of orange juice and I'm pouring it into cups, how many cups, how many servings can I serve? Like, how many can I fill up? So this is actually a division problem. all the stuff that I have divided by the size of one serving. If you did that as long division, the 2,000 would go inside, the 250 would go outside. 250 goes into 2, nope. 250 goes into 20, 250 goes into 200, and no. 250 goes into 2,000. Hint, pretend it's 25, and you're skip counting by quarters. 25, 50, 75. That's the same thing as 250, 500, 750. 25, 50, 75, 100. So that 100 is actually 1,000 if we're skip counting by 250s. So 4 of them makes 1,000. Let me say that again. 4 of them makes 1,000. So together we have 8. 2 4s makes 2,000. And there's no remainder. So our answer is 8 servings of orange juice. Kathy and Madison went hunting for precious gemstones in a cave. Naturally, what else would you be doing with your afternoon? Kathy found a 2.1 gram diamond. Holy cow. Madison also found a diamond. Hers is 1,950 milligrams. Who found the bigger diamond? So we got milligrams and we've got grams. Before you get too excited about their diamonds, remember that a gram weighs about as much as a piece of like $1 bill, one piece of paper like that, or one little paper clip, that's a gram. So these are not jumbo diamonds. It would be so exciting if they were, but they're not. You do not get to start with any of the numbers from the problem. You have to start with the numbers from your star chart. My star chart says grams to milligrams. 1 gram, make sure it matches with the grams, is 1,000 milligrams. Again, this is a comparison problem, so you only need to choose Kathy or Madison. You'll need to change one of them to make them both the same units. You can make them both grams, you can make them both milligrams. Whichever way you choose to do it, that's fine. And then you can compare when they're the same. I'm going to choose grams. Kathy's, this is Kathy, I'll put a little K there to remind us. I have to multiply 1 times 1,000 to get 1,000. So I'm going to do 2.1 times 1,000. That is not our answer. That's just the number you're going to compare to 1,950 to decide if the answer is Kathy found the bigger diamond or Madison found the bigger diamond. On the back, Brandon and Braylon found some snails and had a little snail race. Brandon's snail went 278 millimeters. There's my little Gary-like snail. There he is. Ta-da! Braylon's snail went 28 centimeters. Okay, I think you know what we're doing. We're comparing centimeters to millimeters. Centimeters is not just a regular C. Millimeters is not just a regular M. If you're going to write the short version of the word, you have to write the correct abbreviation, which, spoiler alert, is the letters in the parentheses on your star chart. Centimeters to millimeters, 1 centimeter is 10 millimeters. Brandon has 28 centimeters. I'm sorry, not Brandon. Braylon has 28 centimeters. Find your relationship and tell me in a complete sentence which boy's snail won. We're defining winning by went the farthest. So which number is the biggest distance? And then tell me how you know. Compare the two numbers. Which one's bigger? Tell me that in the sentence. Last problem. Lincoln started his own restaurant and noticed that he sold 250,000 milliliters of Dr. Pepper a day. How many liters is this? Milliliters to liters. Liters is a capital L. Milliliters. Using your star chart, 1 liter is 1,000 milliliters. We have 250,000 milliliters, and we need to figure out how many liters that is. This is a dividing problem. 1,000 divided by 1,000 equals 1. 250,000 divided by 1,000 will give you your answer. Write it in a complete sentence. Lincoln sold blank liters of Dr. Pepper in a day. And now you're done.